What's up, guys? How have you been? How have you been? Okay, I'll see if I can help that. First timers, welcome. It's One Take Tom. Returners, welcome. It's One Take Tom. Let's get to it. Today, I'm reacting to Eminem. The track is called Brain Damage, and it's the third track on the Slim Shady LP album, his very first album with Dre. His actual first album or track was called Infinity back in 1996. Good track, same sort of style, but it didn't get as much publicity. This is his very first album with Dre, Slim Shady LP, his third track, Brain Damage. After his first two tracks were My Name Is and Guilty Conscience, we can only begin to imagine where this is going to go. Brain Damage. Let's get to it.
Scalpel.
Here.
Sponge.
Here.
Wait, he's convulsing. He's convulsing. We're gonna have to shock him.
Oh my God.
We're gonna have to
Oh
shock
my
him.
These are the results of 1,000 electric volts. A neck with bolts. Nurse, we're losing him. Check the pulse. A kid who refused to respect adults. Wore spectacles with tape frames and a freckled nose.
Jeez. Straight in with that then. Already setting the scene for another storytelling like it was with the last one. Scalpel here. Sponge here. We're already visualizing it, aren't we? This is what he does. It's not just a rap song, he helps us visualize as well. Wait, he's convulsing. He's convulsing. We're gonna have to shock him. These are the results of 1,000 electric bolts. A neck with bolts. Nurse will look, check the pulse. Spectacles with a tape and a freckled nose. And that's 3 syllables already. Spectacle, the assonance, oh. Very good wordplay, very good rhyming. Again, using words and phrases that not many people would think of. It's very creative.
Check the pulse. A kid who refused to respect adults. Wore spectacles with tape frames and a freckled nose. A corny looking white boy, scrawny and always ornery. Cause I was always sick of brawny bullies picking on me. And I might snatch. One day just like that, I decided to strike back and flattened every tire on the bike rack.
I mean, this is where we start visualizing the school again, isn't it? Like we said before, he likes to use school and it's very relatable for people. So I can understand why people can visualize and get along with it very well. Again, using different rhyming sounds in the middle of just a normal phrase or a normal sentence. Corny looking white boy, scrawny and always ornery. Because I'm always sick, brawny bullies picking on me. It's very good wordplay. Again, stretching some vowel sounds in order to make the word match the rhyming sound. It's very good. And now he's talking about obviously being bullied over and over again and then seeing what happens when he finally decides to snap. This poor guy was obviously bullied a lot. As you can tell, it comes out in a lot of his rap songs. So this is obviously a good way of him getting it out, or a good way of visualizing what he would like to do to the bully. If it wasn't for the bullies, would M have been this savage?
Just like that, I decided to strike back and flatten every tire on the bike rack. My first day in junior high, this kid said, it's you and I, 3 o'clock sharp, this afternoon you die. I looked at my watch, it was 1:20. I already gave you my lunch money, what more do you want from me? He said,
this is where he's always doing his accents now as well, his little wordplay, his little fun play, his little story mode. He really helps us to visualize and get it really quickly. Honestly, the different words that he uses to rhyme together, the same word, is so good, it's so creative. Was it my first day in junior high? This kid said it's you and I. 3 o'clock sharp, that's afternoon you die. Your eye, noon you die. Afternoon but your eye. It's great assonance, it's great pairing and rhyming couplets. I looked at my watch, it was 1:20. I already gave you my lunch money, what more do you want from me? It's so good, it's just normal conversation like what a person would normally say, but he manages to make it right. It's so clever. And again, this is creating a story for us in our head. So we're going to forget about the rap. It's just going to seem like an actual storytelling. But at the same time, it rhymes the whole way through. It's amazing.
watch, it was 120. I already gave you my lunch money. What more do you want from me? He said, don't try to run from me, you just make it worse. My palms were sweaty and I started to shake at first. Something told me, try to fake a stomach ache, it works. I screamed, ow, my appendix feel like naked burst. Teacher, teacher, quick, I need a naked nurse. What's the matter? I don't know, my leg, it hurts. Hey, I thought you said it was your tummy. Oh, I mean it is, but I also got a bum knee. Mr. Mathers, the fun and games are over. And just for that stunt, you're gonna get some extra homework. But don't you wanna give me after school detention? Nah, that bully wants to beat your ass and I'ma let him. Damn it.
You see what I mean? Just absolute storytelling. Just a complete story in our head now of the classroom, talking to the teacher. He's just saying, he's shouting, she's shouting. But we're not even picturing the fact that this is a rap. And at the same time, he's rhyming the whole time. What was it he was saying? trying to get out of school because he knows he's going to get beat up later by the bullies. Man, it's sad. The teachers weren't any help either. I looked at my watch, it was 1:20. I already gave you my lunch money. What more do you want from me? He said, don't try to run from me, you'll make it worse. My palms were sweaty. Shout out, the OG palms are sweaty. I just started to shake it first. Try to fake a stomach ache, it works. Shake it first, ache, it works. That's ache, it works. 3 syllables, 3 different words. That's his level of complexity of rhyming play. And we're going to keep finding it throughout as well. It's mad. Naked nurse, what's the matter? My leg, it hurts. I thought it said it was your tummy. Oh, it is, but I also got a bum knee. Mr. Mathers, the fun and games are over. And just for that stunt, you're going to get some extra homework. It also like changes the cadence, it changes the intonation. Alright, it's the same bounciness and then slowing down at the end, bounciness and slowing down. And that's just how he matches the entire sentence, the entire flow. It's crazy. No, don't you want to give me after school detention? Nah, the bully wants to beat your ass and I'ma let him. Jeez. Even just the timing and the way that he just lets it hit and the punchline hits is perfect. It's perfect with the beat. It's so clever. And there's a big message in there as well about bullying and the teachers not paying attention, right? But again, that just completely goes over people's heads. People barely even remember the fact that it's a rap, let alone all these messages that are there as well.
Homework, but don't you want to give me after school detention? Nah, that bully wants to beat your ass and I'ma let him. Damage. Ever since the day I was born, drugs what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Brain damage. Ever since the day I was born, drugs what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Brain damage.
Damn. You see? He has all these crazy parts, but in and amongst all the crazy parts, he always throws in a lesson. He always throws in some deep stuff as well. Ever since the day I was born, drugs, what they used to say I was on. And imagine feeling different, thinking that you were different, and then going around them just telling you you're on drugs, you're brain damaged, you're messed up. It wouldn't make you feel very nice. No wonder you stick out. But everywhere I go, they keep playing my song. See? People always judge behind closed doors, but they're still right. So, it's very hypocritical. Really good chorus though, I really like the flow. Brain down. Ever since the day I was born, drugs, what did you say it was on? Brain damage. Damn, it was on. Really nice flow, nice with the melody, with the beat as well.
I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Way before my baby daughter Haley, I was harassed daily by this fat kid named D'Angelo Bailey, an 8th grader who acted obnoxious cause his father boxed us, so every day he'd shove me in the lockers.
You see, we're picturing it already, but the wordplay is so good, bouncing next to each other. Way before my baby daughter Haley. Even that one line just flows. Way before my baby daughter Haley. You feel it, it's bouncy. 3 bits of vowel sound rhyming as well at the same time. Way before my baby daughter Haley. You see? And then straight into it. And then he talks a little bit more, adds a few more words in, stretches the line out, still makes it flow, still makes it rhyme. And even manages to throw the name D'Angelo Bailey in there. Would you ever thought about rhyming the word D'Angelo Bailey in your track? This is what I mean. He's so creative with his rhymes. They're so different. an 8th grader who acted obnoxious because his father boxed us, so every day he shoved me into the lockers. And then he switches it up the flow. Honestly, the cadence is mad, but about the bass, you can hear it, but then matching the right relevant sentence, the right relevant words to the cadence, to the vowel sounds is crazy. It's another level.
Who acted obnoxious, cause his father boxed us, so every day he shoved me in the lockers. One day he came in the bathroom while I was pissing and had me in the position to beat me into submission. He banged my head against the urinal till he broke my nose, soaked my clothes in blood, grabbed me and choked my throat. I tried to plead and tell him we shouldn't be, but he just wouldn't leave. He kept choking me and I couldn't breathe. He looked at me and said, "You gonna die, honky." The principal walked in and started helping him stomp me.
I mean, it was getting quite sad, to be fair, until he said the principal's coming and just helping him stomp me. Come on, man. He does have some humour in there as well. Obviously, it's very sad, you know, it's not nice. This does happen a lot. Kids can't stick up for themselves and then getting abused for being different or being the new kid. It's so sad. Bringing the principal in, come on, man. But then that's what he does. Then he makes humour out of it, or humour out of a dark situation, and then uses the rhyming wordplay. Again, it still goes over people's heads, but there are so many levels to this. Even just the way he was describing that whole scene of getting beaten up. But the rhyming wordplay was so good. One day he came in the bathroom while I was pissing, had me in the position to beat me into submission. In the position. It's crazy. It's crazy that how the accents is the same, how the vowel sounds are the same in different words, and then the sentence changes, the flow changes, and then the rhymes are still there. Had me in the position to beat me into submission. Banged my hand against the urinal. Broke my nose, soaked my clothes in blood, grabbed me and choked my throat. Bounce and bounce. If ever you've tried to put rap together, it's very difficult, and you've got to make sure the flow matches, then you've got to make sure what follows isn't exactly the same, because then it can get boring. He mixes it up so well, so differently, so many different levels to it, and also gives you a story at the same time, so you're visualizing all of this. Like I keep saying, man, there's so many levels to this. The principal come in, you're going to stomp me. What was the principal doing, man?
Someone walked in and started helping him stomp me. I made him think they beat me to death, holding my breath for like 5 minutes before they finally left. Then I got up and ran to the janitor's storage booth, kicked the door loose and ripped out the foreign screws, grabbed some sharp objects, brooms and foreign tools. This is for every time you took my orange juice. I stole.
You see? There it is. He's acting like a kid. He's taking on the persona of a kid, and he's managed to rhyme the word orange. He's not even trying, and he's managed to rhyme the word orange. What was it he said? And they got up and ran to the janitor's storage booth, kicked the door hinge loose, ripped out the 4-inch screws, grabbed some sharp objects, brooms, and foreign tools. This is for every time you took my orange juice. Jesus! He rhymed it like 5 times. Orange juice. Can you rhyme orange juice? He can now, because he just did. Jesus. This is his 3rd track on his album. His 1st album. These are levels. And this is him messing about as well. This is him having fun. Talking about school. Acting like a kid. Speaking like a kid. He's having fun with this. And there's this many levels to it. Man, this is crazy. You wait till he actually tries.
Objects, brooms, and foreign tools. This is for every time you took my orange juice. I stole my seat in the lunchroom and drank my chocolate milk. Every time you tipped my tray and it dropped and spilled. I'm getting you back, bully. Now once and for good. I cocked the broomstick back and swung hard as I could, and beat him over the head with it till I broke the wood. Knocked him down and stood on his chest with 1 foot. Made it home later that same day. Started reading a comic and suddenly everything became gray. I couldn't even see what I was trying to read. I went deaf and my left ear started to bleed. My mother started screaming, "What are you on, drugs? Look at you, you're getting blood all over my rug." She beat me over the head with the remote control, opened a hole and my whole brain fell out of my skull. I picked it up and screamed, "Look, bitch, what have you done?" "Oh my God, I'm sorry, son." "Shut up, you cunt." I said, "Fuck it." Took it and stuck it back up in my head. Then I sewed it shut and put a couple of screws in my neck. Brain damage.
Jeez, man. I mean, you know he was going to bring the mum in. Crazy. This is crazy, man. You can hear how crazy it is. But you know he lived at least half of this, with the drugs around all the time, and that's why this is his representation of it. This is his reality. This is what comes out, right? And obviously there's the underlying message here, right? The bullies are picking on him. The teachers don't care. The principal doesn't care. The mum doesn't care. The mum's still causing him his own shit. And you wonder why he's going crazy. You see it. This is it. Let's continue with this. I think the chorus is coming.
I said fuck it, took it and stuck it back up in my head. Then I sewed it shut and put a couple of screws in my neck. Brain damage ever since the day I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Brain damage ever since the day I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on. They say I never knew which way I was going, but everywhere I go they keep playing my song. Brain damage, it's brain damage. I got brain damage. It's brain damage. It's probably brain damage. It's brain damage. Brain damage. I got brain damage.
That's a great fade as well, to be fair. Man, what a great track. This is a crazier one that he messes about with, but it's actually, obviously there's the underlying tone, the underlying message as well. He's got brain damage from all the chaos and mess that he's had to deal with at school, at home, all the time. But then people are accusing him of having brain damage and just being an idiot, or go away, what are you doing, you're messing around. Oh, he's just pretending. The teacher thinks he's pretending, goes and gives him detention, gets beat up by the bully, the principal doesn't care, he comes in, goes home, mum doesn't care, she's doing such drugs, all of that. What are you doing? You got blood all over my rug. Massive messages in there. And he hides it in amongst all the craziness, all the clever wordplay, creative words. But don't sleep on it. The messages are there. And this actually happened to him. A lot of this actually happened to him. Mum on drugs around, bullied every time he went to a new school, shoved into lockers. It's sad, man. But look what came out of it. For the people that don't listen to rap a lot, look past the drug talk, look past the swearing, listen to the message, listen to the talent. Putting all these different multi-syllable rhyming together, it's crazy levels. It's so good. So recognize the talent. I challenge you. Shout out M. Third track on the Slim Shady LP album, banger. Great track. Shout out Dre. Thanks a lot for the beat. And shout out you guys for watching. Let me know if you want me to react to anything else. Let me know what else you want to see. Let me know what you thought of this. Brain damage. This has been One Take Productions. I am One Take Tom. I'll see you on the next one.
Put a couple of screws in my neck. Brain damage.